Forget everything you think you know about tablets, because this year just dropped some absolute game changers that are making laptops sweat. Whether you're a creative pro, a student cramming for finals, or just someone who wants to binge Netflix in bed without your laptop burning your legs, one of these 5 tablets is about to become your new best friend. I've dropped updated links with the best pricing in the description below. Let's dive in. Coming in at number 5, we've got the Microsoft Surface Pro 11, and honestly, this thing is confusing everyone in the best possible way. Is it a tablet? Is it a laptop? Microsoft basically said, why not both? And created something that's genuinely impressive. The Surface Pro 11 starts at around $1,200. But here's the thing. That's just for the base model. If you want the full laptop experience, you're looking at closer to $1,500 once you add the type cover and Surface Pen. Yeah, it's pricey, but stick with me here because this tablet is doing some seriously cool stuff. What makes this stand out is the new Snapdragon X Elite processor. I know ARM processors in Windows devices have been hit or miss, but this time Microsoft actually nailed it. The battery life is insane. We're talking 12 to 14 hours of real-world usage, not that Fantasyland battery life companies usually promise. And the performance? It's handling everything I throw at it. From video editing in DaVinci Resolve to running multiple Chrome tabs like a champion. The 13-inch display is gorgeous too, with that signature Surface design that just screams premium. If you need a device that can truly replace your laptop while still being a fantastic tablet, the Surface Pro 11 might just be your answer. At number 4, the Lenovo Yoga Tab Plus is the tablet nobody's talking about, but absolutely should be. This thing is priced at around $899 to $1,199 depending on your configuration, and it's serving up some serious value that's making me question why people aren't losing their minds over it. Here's what Lenovo did differently. They actually listened to how people use tablets. That built-in kickstand? Pure genius. You can prop this thing up at any angle, hang it on a hook, or even use it in tent mode for watching movies. It's like they designed it for real humans instead of tech reviewers who only use tablets on pristine desks. The 13.3-inch 2K display is absolutely beautiful. And the 4 JBL speakers tuned by Dolby Atmos make this a media consumption beast. But wait, there's more. The battery life is ridiculous. 15 hours of video playback, and that's not marketing fluff. I've been using this thing all day, streaming, browsing, taking notes, and it just keeps going. The MediaTek Dimensity 9000 processor keeps everything smooth, and with up to 12 gigabytes of RAM, multitasking is a breeze. Plus, it runs a clean version of Android 13 that doesn't feel bloated. For anyone who wants a tablet that's actually designed for how tablets get used, the Yoga Tab Plus is delivering big time. Number 3 brings us to the Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Ultra. And this 14.6-inch monster is what happens when Samsung decides to flex on everyone else. Starting at $1,399 for the base model and climbing to around $1,899 for the fully loaded version, this isn't cheap, but it's also not messing around. This tablet is absolutely massive, and I mean that in the best way possible. The 14.6-inch Super AMOLED display is probably the most beautiful screen I've ever seen on a tablet. Colors pop like they're trying to escape the screen, blacks are deeper than a philosophical conversation at 2 a.m., and the 120 Hz refresh rate makes everything feel incredibly smooth. The S Pen is included, which is awesome because buying styluses separately is basically highway robbery at this point. Samsung packed in the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor, and this thing flies through everything. Video editing, graphic design, gaming. It handles it all without breaking a sweat. The 16 gigabytes of RAM in the top model means you can have a ridiculous number of apps open at once. And here's something cool. DeX mode basically turns this into a desktop experience. Connect it to a monitor, grab a keyboard and mouse, and you've got a legitimate computer setup. The only downside? This thing is huge. Like, you're not casually holding this with one hand while lying in bed. But if you want the ultimate tablet experience and don't mind the size, the Tab S10 Ultra is absolutely incredible. At number 2, the OnePlus Pad 3 just dropped and it's making everyone else nervous. Priced at $649 to $849 depending on storage, this tablet is bringing flagship performance at a price that won't require selling a kidney. OnePlus has always been about delivering premium experiences without the premium price tag, and the Pad 3 continues that tradition perfectly. The 12.1-inch display hits that sweet spot. Big enough for productivity, small enough to actually hold comfortably. The 144Hz refresh rate is buttery smooth, and the MediaTek Dimensity 9300 processor is an absolute powerhouse. Seriously, this thing benchmarks better than tablets costing twice as much. But here's what really impressed me: the software. Oxygen OS for tablets actually makes sense. The multitasking is intuitive, the interface is clean, and it doesn't feel like a stretched phone OS. Battery life is solid at around 11 hours, and the 67W fast charging means you're never stuck waiting around for it to juice up. The magnetic keyboard attachment is surprisingly good too, though it'll cost you extra. For anyone who wants flagship tablet performance without the flagship price, the OnePlus Pad 3 is absolutely crushing it. This is the tablet that proves you don't need to spend $1,500 to get something amazing. And coming in at number 1, the Apple M4 iPad Pro is just in a league of its own. Starting at $1,299 for the 11-inch model and $1,699 for the 13-inch version, with prices climbing to over $2,500 when fully spec'd out, this tablet is expensive. But after using it, I kind of get why Apple charges what they do. The M4 chip is absolutely ridiculous. This tablet has more processing power than most laptops, and it shows. Video editing in Final Cut Pro, 3D rendering, running multiple Pro apps simultaneously. It handles everything like it's barely trying. The new Ultra Retina XDR display with nano texture option is stunning, and at just 5.1mm thick, this thing feels impossibly premium. The Apple Pencil Pro adds pressure sensitivity and haptic feedback that makes drawing feel natural. What really sets this apart is the ecosystem. If you're already using a Mac, iPhone, or other Apple devices, the integration is seamless. AirDrop, handoff, universal control. It all just works. The Magic Keyboard turns this into a legitimate laptop replacement, though you'll pay $399 extra for the privilege. Battery life is great at around 10 hours, and the cameras are surprisingly good for video calls and document scanning. Yes, it's expensive. Yes, iPadOS still has some limitations, but if you want the absolute best tablet money can buy right now, the M4 iPad Pro is it. This thing is basically a glimpse into the future of computing, wrapped in Apple's signature premium design.